Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday. This is Brenda Perryman, and I'm sitting in for Richard Harrison. I'm wishing Richard the best of health, best of everything. This weekend, um, many folks from the station were at J.D. Hill's memorial service. I heard it was enlightening. It was very upbeat, and I'm so happy. He was just such a wonderful man. It's hard to believe that he's gone. Such energy. He had such energy, and he used to come on prior to my show, and I love talking to him. Just those few minutes, give him a hug and just talk to Mr. J.D. Hill. Now, over the weekend, last Friday for my show, I had a former student of mine on who stars in a faith-based film called Slamma Jamma, and I went to see that, and that was very good. In fact, I saw it twice this weekend. It was very good, and really proud of his acting skills. Also, this past Friday after the show, um, we the Republicans they didn't bring this new health care bill to the forum, and they didn't vote on it. They killed the bill, and which was good because, as we had talked about on my show, there were things that they were going to take out of health care, and you'd have to buy those items a la carte, which was so horrible. It's just, I don't understand how a people can be like that, how they can be so that they don't care about people, except I think they're threatened. Their existence may be threatened. That might be one of the things. They may be threatened by the existence of other groups in the country, but there's so many African American and there are Hispanic Republicans also who go along with this. And I don't understand that. That's something that is hard for me to fathom. Also, here in the city, some things are going to be happening. By the way, I do have some guests coming, but um, I will talk to you until they get here. Things are happening in the city. We have a big election this year. We have, of course, the election for mayor. The election for city clerk, I think, is this year too. I think it is. I am not sure, but I think it is. City clerk is here, and I know that um, the lady who is, what's her name? The lady who is in there now, because I don't know, that job she's been doing, I don't even kind of think about her. But I know that Hester Wheeler is running, and he has a good contingency. I heard that Adam Ollier is running also, and I think there may be a few other people who will be running in the primary, so this should be very, very exciting. Also, we know that Coleman Young II is running, and Mike Duggan is running. There's a 22-year-old young lady who's running. She has been on MSNBC, as a matter of fact. She was on there not too long ago. She kind of cut through the national thing. I heard that she was going to initially run for city council, but then next thing you know, she's running for mayor. And there was an article in the paper that said that Mike Duggan was leading Coleman Young 2-1. Do you think that's true? Do you think that Coleman Young II has a good chance? Why do you believe that? Some people, I've talked to some people who are for Coleman Young II, and I've talked to some people who are not for Coleman Young II. They say he should stay in the legislature. But the legislature right now is so weak, in my opinion. Next week, I'm going to have Bert Johnson on because I want to take the Democrats to task. It's like they're not doing anything. I mean, it's like they are not doing anything. Number one, they're not doing enough to convince people to vote for them. So, so that they can ever get a majority. What's also happening is this guy is trying to present this new thing about schools where they'll no longer give letter grades, but they're going to have to do something. I mean, you, what's the measurement? What is the measurement? Very good, great. I remember as a little girl, the report cards, some of them had very good, great, satisfactory, all of that on them before you start getting the letter grades. But they have to have some way of measurement. Also, another thing that was kind of important, and we talked about it on Table Talk last week, was college. Should all young people go to college? I don't think so. Everybody isn't meant to go to college because the thing that interests them may not be something you go to a college for. You might go get some extra training for, but not necessarily go to a 4-year college to be certain occupations. Like one occupation that will be around, I think, for to the end of time, as long as cars are around, are that of mechanic. Think about it. A mechanic, you're gonna always have some work, especially if you're a good mechanic. Another occupation, let's think about this, is a hairdresser, a stylist, hairstylist, however. One occupation I didn't think would ever be out there and stay a long time is that of makeup artists. But so many people are making good money as a makeup artist now. My daughter does it in her spare time, and she has a lot of clients. And some people are able to make a living on it now. I mean, in a city that doesn't have like a major, like in New York, there are a lot of makeup artists because they have a lot of high profile events. They have, of course, Broadway and plays and all of that. So you could definitely make a living on that. I have a cousin who makes a living on Broadway doing people's makeup. But there are a lot of things you can do without going to a long term 4-year college. You could sell cars. And I know a lot of people who make money selling cars. But let's get back to the quality of life issues with these elections. So if you have, I think one of the things that bothers me in Detroit is like certain nice areas, certain nice areas, and they're really taken care of, and they seem to get good police patrols and everything. But there's so many people who live. I know of a lady who she left her house, came back, her house was broken into. She left her, got that all repaired, got alarms and everything. Came another time, broken into again, or the car was stolen. That is not good quality of life. We need to expect more. My thoughts on that are that either we have more policemen or more neighborhood. I don't know the solution really, because if any of you lived in Detroit back in the day, I mean, some people lived back in the day before my back in the day. We didn't have that kind of worries. We didn't have a lot of crime issues and stuff. I saw those crime issues start happening more when honestly after the riot. And this, as you know, is the 50th anniversary of the riot. I think it's July 24th or 25th. And some of us were involved or around where they were, things that happened during the riots happened. And then drugs became even more prominent. Drugs have always been around, but they became even more prominent, and people started getting killed more. I had a college friend who was over some friends of his house. I think those friends may have been selling some kind of drug. I don't know. But he went home for the weekend, went over their house, and people broke in the house and just killed everybody in the house. Now, we know that still happens sometimes, but it back then, and this was like in the early 70s, it didn't happen that much. And things just managed to get worse. And then it just seems like it was an upheaval. Just crime started getting rampant as time went on. Now it's supposed to be better. I heard the police chief, they were talking about they're going to have more police officers. Police officers only don't solve crimes or don't prevent crimes. There are certain places that criminals won't go. What do you think about that? I know there are certain places they just won't go because they believe that um, they will be dealt with harsher. They don't believe they believe that people may watch out a little more in certain neighborhoods because there are certain neighborhoods in Detroit where it's a lot safer than other neighborhoods. So think about that. What could the new mayor do? What would you want the new mayor to do? Or would you want Mayor Duggan to keep on the track that he's on? And a lot of people talk about the street lights. Well, there are more street lights on now than were on. I can honestly say, because I used to come down from downtown, I used to come down Woodward, and there were no lights until I got to Highland Park. No street lights. Highland Park was all well lit when you got to Elmhurst, I think it was, and all the way to 6 Mile, and then there were no lights again. I said, "What is this? What is happening there?" So, what other things would you like to see happen? Of course, we want crime to be brought down and everything. And I see my guests coming in. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to bring my beautiful guest on. I am back. I am back. My second guest will be the beautiful Miss Beth Griffith Manley. But I wanted to get to my first two guests early because he has to go to school and his mother. He just such a story. I was just taken by this story. So I'd like to introduce you to Mrs. Irby and her son Terry. Good
Thank you.
morning.
Good
Good
morning. How
morning.
are you?
Oh, you have
Yeah.
a nice Melvin Franklin deep voice, Terry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, wow. How old are you? 16?
15.
15? Listen to that voice. Her father used to be a funk brother with Motown. So,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Got the. Do you sing?
No, I do not.
Oh my gosh, his voice. But what happened was I was talking to a young man in Chicago who does stories on athletes who make it against the odds. And he told me about Terry's story. And Terry, in fact, Miss Irby, why don't you tell me the name of that, what he has again?
Anka vasculitis.
Ankavasculitis. Why don't you tell me? You want to start and tell me what happened, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, well, we went, Terry was going for a annual football physical, and he had his regular physical in January, and we went back in May because it had to be dated after April 15th. And so we went back, and I noticed that morning his face was really swollen. And I'm like, well, his dad was a diabetic, but we weren't sure. And I'm like, well, don't eat anything. We're going to get you a tissue for diabetes. Whatever. So we went to the doctor. Um, and from there, it was just a whirlwind. They did the blood drawing. The next morning, we got an emergency call to say that he had to be at the hospital ASAP. And I'm like, well, first of all, he's go to Cass and he can't be missing no school. I'll get him after school. He was like, no, he need to be there like yesterday. And we get to the hospital to find out his kidneys was only functioning at 5%.
Oh my goodness, 5%.
5%.
I thought it was three.
It's 5.
Well, 3, 5, it's still
It's
low.
not a lot.
Right, right. So what happened? What caused this, or what?
Ankle vasculitis is an autoimmune
Au-
disease
Auto.
where the catches a bacteria, the capillaries in your vessels,
Vessels.
and it became where his body was starting to fight it off, and it attacked his kidneys.
Oh my goodness. So were there any symptoms?
Well, he complained about leg cramps.
Pretty much fatigue. That was about it.
That was
though.
it, just leg cramps and fatigue, and we kept going back to the doctor, and they would misdiagnosed him with iron deficiency and put him on vitamin D, and that was it. And when we came back, his kidneys had failed.
So what happened then? What happened then?
Then
He
he
had to
went-
go on dialysis.
Yes, he went from the football field to the dialysis machine, literally. I picked him up from school. We went to Children's, and he was in there for 14 days.
So you missed this season.
Yes,
Right.
I did.
They beat Southfield. Anyway.
Badly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. No, they did. I expected that. But you have such a good manner about you. You have to go to dialysis several times a week now.
3 Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
For how long at diabetes at the kidney center,
Um,
kidney dialysis center?
I have to be on the machine for 4 hours.
Oh my goodness. So this is a lifetime thing?
Not really. After I receive my transplant, I won't have to do it for a while, as long as that kidney lasts. And then if that kidney goes out, I'll have to do dialysis again and go through the process.
Okay, so both kidneys are bad or one?
Both.
Okay, so you're looking for a donor also?
Yes, ma'am.
Um, I know I have a friend, she gave her kidney to her mom. She was able to do that and her mom did well. But do you have anybody who's
Well, his sisters have been tested. I had kidney stones twice, so it was not really feasible for me to
Right.
donate. Um, the one that's more acceptable is epileptic, so she can't donate,
Right.
and the other one wasn't a match.
So what happens? You go into a pool and
I mean, right now, I left my flyers outside. Right now, I'm actually going door to door. Basically, you could say door to door. I'm going to police station, fire stations, passing out flyers with the transplant information with the coordinator. So anybody who would love to be tested can be tested. Um,
because you can live with one kidney.
yes.
Yeah.
And that's all he needs. I mean, he can't play football again, but loving Cass Tech the way I do, they took him under their wing as a manager.
Oh, that's great.
So-
Coach Wilshire, huh?
Yes,
Yes,
Coach
Coach
Wiltshire.
Wiltshire. They've taken him under his wing, and he's one of the, he's not there really, but on Saturdays that he can perform. I mean, to be out there on the field, not to perform, but to be on the field.
Right.
But he's out there every chance he can when there's not dialysis. He's out there helping and doing whatever he can. And right now he's just struggling with his grades because he's only in school 2 whole days.
Yeah. What is your ambition? What would you like to be?
I would like to become an engineer,
Oh, that's great.
right, and eventually own my own business.
That's what it's about. Entrepreneurism. That is great. So after the dialysis, you feel better, or it just keeps you feeling pretty good, or what?
Yeah, it just keeps me feeling pretty good. Some days you go home, be sick. Some days you feel better than you did before. But it's all the process.
So if people want to donate a kidney, or they want to find out even more about it?
They can call. Her name is Christy Peppazoid, and she's at Children's Hospital. Her phone number is 313-745-1339. That's the transplant coordinator. And all you have to do is let her know that you would like to be tested for Terry Irby.
Wow. This is just magnificent that we can go to the community and go to some churches. Have you
At
been to?
churches? Yes, ma'am. Churches, police station, fire stations. There's not very many places that you don't see one of my little flyers that unfortunately I forgot left in the car. But
Don't worry about that. Oh, we have a call. Uh, Good morning.
Hello, Miss Perryman.
Hi. Hi. Oh, hi, six
To your
four.
guests,
hi, how are you?
Hello.
I just wanted to say, I think I really feel for the brother, and I pray for you, my brother, that you get what you need. And I just want to put a call out to my brothers out there, Miss Perryman. As fathers, we are exact matches for our sons on anything that they need. And what I did 6 years ago, I promised my kidneys to my sons. I promised certain organs to my sons. So if I proceed them in death, they will not have to look for no one. They already have it. So to my brothers out there, I'm talking to the brothers, and the reason why I'm talking to the brothers, Miss Perryman, because when we as black men go to the doctor, they ask us nothing about our mother's history medical-wise. They ask us about our father's history
Really?
medical-wise. And that's where they try to glean everything about you and your medical condition. So as the father, being the other half of that young man, I just think it's incumbent upon us to do something about certain things like this. We could make a change and a difference in the registry of kidney donation or anything else that we need. And when I told, man, my mother was crying so much, Miss Perryman, when she found out what I did. And I didn't realize what I'd done until like a year ago. And they, oh, you're so brave, and that, it's rare this happens. But to the fathers, this is our duty to take care of our sons.
Well,
It
Terry's
goes
father,
far beyond
six
finances.
four.
Here's a young brother
His
who could be
father,
a
Pat.
basketball player, who could
Yes,
be a singer, who could be anything he want to be.
his father passed away. What year? How long ago did his dad?
2012.
Yeah, his dad
Well,
passed away
sorry, yeah,
before.
I'm quite sure you get the gist of what I'm saying, Miss Perryman.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do. We do. We
we
really
we
do.
could we could be in our community when we talk about unity and how we can come together. If you want to show some unity and you want to show black man and black woman pride, then we need to stop letting our organs go to these organizations, to their kids who don't even like us, and leave our organs to our people.
Right.
That should be a movement. I'm sitting up here watching this program almost in tears. That the brother got to look for this. And how many other black men out there who need something and their father ain't around to say, hey, I'm a match. Take mine.
Right.
Right.
Right. Right.
Let me go get some more tissue, Miss Perry, man.
Oh, thank
Great
you.
show.
6'4". Thank you
Thank
so.
you.
Thank you
Yes,
very
thank
much.
you.
Love you. Bye bye. Wow, wasn't that something?
That's touching.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That was awesome.
But people have to realize you can live with one kidney.
Yes, you can.
You can.
I
My
just wish
my girlfriend who gave
his
hers to her
bi-
mother, like 40 years ago. She's still playing
Exactly.
bowling, everything.
I mean, he's an awesome young man.
He
I mean,
is.
I couldn't ask for a better child. Mannerable. I mean, anywhere he goes, his schools, where he's been, these people will come out and do whatever they can for him because
Oh, and
he's such a positive young
you
man.
have been doing fundraisers too, right?
Yes, ma'am. I sell little cheesecakes. I do all kind of. If it's something that's going to help my baby, I'm out here.
I know. I understand.
I'm out here.
I do understand.
Like today, I'm not the best health.
No, you don't.
But
I
that's all
understand.
got.
I understand. And he looks just like her. Everybody, they like. I mean, she spit him out. Oh, please. Listen, we got to get the name of the lady again, okay?
Okay.
What's her name?
Christy Petazoid.
Christy Petazoid.
And her number is 313-740-1339.
Yeah. You're going to the doctor today, though. Don't you have
Yeah, he's supposed to go for ultrasound
Yes.
this morning.
an ultrasound?
Yes. So pre-
It's going to get that kidney.
we have a date. We his doctor's is tentative for May. It's a lot of people that's being called.
Oh,
I'm not sure about how it's gonna go, but as long as I got breath, he won't want for nothing.
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary, you're just a wonderful man. Let me say, you know somebody, here's that number one more time.
313-745-13 I'm sorry. 313-745-1339. Just have
Okay.
to remember it.
Thank you so much. Thank you both so much. And Terry, I'm going to keep up
Yes.
with this. I'm keeping up with this. And I thank Marcus for letting me know about you. No, be back in a moment.
Yes.
Griffin. No problem. Wow, that was just such a segment, such a segment. Um, you don't realize how good you have it till you see other people sometimes. I'm going to continue. Please say prayers for Terry. And now I have a good friend of mine, a beautiful woman, a talented woman. She was in the play Gray Matter last year, and then she sings. She sings by herself and with other people. I'd like to reintroduce to you Beth Griffith Manley. Good
Good
morning.
morning, Brenda.
Good
Thank
morning.
you for having me on your show.
Oh,
Thank you.
girl,
Thank you so
no
much.
problem. I'm saying this girl, I mean, she knows I have three. Well, but you, I am so excited about you because you have two new songs out. And, oh,
The
on
pillow
my
talk, yeah.
pillow.
Yes.
Who wrote that song?
Actually, I did. I co-wrote that song with Dodie Alexander. Um, and it when I think about the song, that's a love song. It's an intimate song. It's a sensual song, and it was written like between the hours of 12 and down some words, and Dodie started writing, and there's Pillow Talk was born.
Wow, and it's such a beautiful song.
Thank you.
And we forgot to tell Sean to put it on before we come
Oh,
on.
okay.
So, can I want to? Well, let me first get a little bit of your history, and
Okay.
then we're going to play some of the song.
Okay.
Okay? I am
Okay.
so excited. I
Thank
love
you.
that
Thank
song.
you. Thank you. I do too. It's my new favorite song right now. So,
Well, I hope
and you've
so.
heard some of the others. So, yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, you got two great ones
Thank you.
there because you're such a good singer. Now,
Thank you.
your dad was Johnny Griffith.
Yes.
He was one of the Funk Brothers. If you ever saw Standing in the Shadows of Motown, her dad is talking in that.
Yes. They did an interview, cameo interview. He contributed to a lot of the Motown hits. Yeah.
A lot of them, a lot of them. And then he passed away tragically on the day of
Of the release here in Detroit.
the
Yes.
release of the film here in Detroit, and that was all over the newspaper. It saddened most of us, or all of us. I know I was sad, and I hadn't even met you yet. I never thought, I didn't know if he had a daughter or anything. So, how long have you been singing?
Ooh, I think when I started singing well, I've always wanted to sing. I've always tried to sing. I always thought I was a singer, even from a little girl. My dad, we had a beautiful piano in the home. My dad would play all the time, and I always wanted to sing. I thought it was, to see the women standing with the long gown, leaning on the piano in the lounge.
Yes,
I
dear.
wanted to do that, and I didn't start singing and really discovering my voice till I was in middle school. And then going to high school, and it started to develop more. And I think I really started singing professionally, like getting paid for it after I graduated from high school.
Now, you tour also with Kim.
Yes.
Yeah, she sings with Kim also, the singer,
Yeah.
male singer, Kim.
Chemistry, people know me as
Chemistry,
yeah.
yes. And you want to eventually become a solo artist all the time, don't you, or what?
Yeah, it's like this gray area, gray matter.
Yeah.
You love a background singer. I believe loves doing background. Background is like a support. It's a bed for.
And they need it.
And
It's-
you need it. It adds so much. If it's right, it makes the song amazing. If it's wrong, it'll kill a song. I love doing background, but I just was kind of pushed and mentored to go solo. So.
Right, absolutely.
But I still want to do background. I would love to do both, but sometimes you just can't.
Oh, I know. But you never, wait, sky's the limit
The
out here.
sky is the limit. But at the same time, the downfall of being a background singer is when you work with an artist and they take a break. Then
You
there's
take a
then you
break.
take a break, and you may not want to take a break at that moment. So you
Pat-
have to have things going on.
Patti LaBelle always used to say that she didn't like taking breaks because then her band would have to take breaks.
Yeah, and I'm like that too. I would love to be able to employ people and allow families to grow. As I grow, I really want to do that.
Well, why don't we listen soon as Sean could get up, about a minute and a half of
A pillow
oh,
talk.
there it is.
Yeah, so this is my first solo release, Pillow Talk.
Always imagined a night like this. Now it's really happening. Waiting on the first kiss to take me there. But I'm already there with the thought of you. I need all of you. I'll be a listening. I'll never tell. Just bring your body to me. Just bring it right here. Only thinking about it. Getting so excited. What you gonna do to me? Oh, lay your head down on my pillow. Tonight's the night I finally feel you. Oh,
is beautiful.
Thank you, Brenda.
Beautiful. Oh. And your voice sounds so sexy. That's the thing. It's like,
Well,
breathy.
we were talking about that. The song, it was written and recorded overnight. A lot of times I would go in the studio maybe 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and we would write and record between the hours of 10 and 11 and about 4 a.m. because at the time I was doing a radio show from 5 to 6 a.m.
Right.
So that was like the only free time I had. And then we felt that singers know there's a certain time that your voice sounds different at certain times of
Right.
day. And if you listen to my entire project, there are different songs that I sound different on depending on the time that I recorded the song. And we figured out the scope of the song, what the song was going to be about, and how I vocally needed to sound. So this song, I needed to sound, have the pillowy, sleepy,
Right,
voice,
right. The sexy voice.
Yeah.
It is.
Did you wake up, hello, that
Yeah,
we needed
yeah.
all of that.
That
So,
breathiness.
yeah.
You needed some of that breathiness, And what about the other song you have? We're going to, towards the end of our segment, we're going to
Okay.
put that on. That's the one, a remake of Anita Baker's song.
Yes. Now that song is not out yet. No songs are out except for Pillow Talk.
Right.
My project, I'm independent, so I can kind of put it out when I want. But we're
Right.
tweaking a few things. Late summer is when I want to release the entire project, and the entire project is called Free, and that's the title cut
Oh,
on
really?
the song. Yes, which I co-wrote as well. And but one of my favorite songs on the project is a remake of "I Just Want to Be Your Girl." Chapter 8 originally did it.
Right.
It was written and produced by Michael Powell back in '79.
And Michael Powell produced
He
this one.
produced this one as well, and Mike is just one of my dearest friends, and he wanted me to remake a song, and he thought that I could do it, and I think I did a good job.
I
People
think you
really like
did
it. The
a
ones that have
wonderful-
heard it, everybody hasn't heard it.
I know.
You've heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard it a long time ago because
Yeah.
we recorded the song a year
While
ago.
we were
yeah.
working on the play.
Yeah, this
as
song
a
has been
matter of
recorded for
fact.
over a year. Yeah.
It'll be almost a year for the play.
Yes, in April.
Well, we're going to do it. We are going to do it again. I mean, Al called me. We are going to do it again.
And
I'm
it
not
was
even
wonderful
worried.
doing your play.
Oh, thank you.
You coached me.
Well,
I've
thank
been
you.
so blessed to have some people to coach me in different areas, and you are one of those people that's really
Thank
helped me
you.
with my
But it
acting.
was, remember when we didn't have an intermission? And I said, I know when I wanted the intermission.
yes,
yes.
yes.
And we decided when
Yes.
you open that door,
And
you're
that-
getting ready to open the door. Do you know that I got so many people who said my son-in-law said we ran to the bathroom. All the men were saying, we got to hurry up and get
gotta
back
hurry.
because
What's about to happen?
Right.
But you gave a wonderful cliffhanger in
Yeah.
Gray Matter, and it left people wanting
When
to.
you write it, you could do
Yes.
it. You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
when you write it, you could do it. In fact, I have another play on my head that I plan to write. I have another one. But I was told by the Museum of African American History when I did an event down there 2 weeks ago that anything I want to do.
Oh,
So I got to really sit down and really do some talking
Okay.
and see what's happening
All right.
because people love that. People, even though they know the ending, they still want to see it again.
but it's a good play, and it's like a good movie. You go back, and when you watch it again, you see something
See
different.
different things. See different things. So, so you won't be going around singing Pillow Talk, huh?
Well, that is. I would like to perform it. We are in the process of booking some dates now, so
Good.
that I will be able to perform
Good.
my body of work. And I want to add a couple classic songs in there and present Beth to the world. So as a solo.
That would be wonderful because I guess that's the way you do it. I don't know how you do it.
Well, I'm still learning as well because I'm doing all of this. My husband and I are taking care of all of this ourselves. So,
Louis.
Louis. My husband is my executive producer, which means he's footing the bill for everything, and I am learning the business. I've started my own record label to do it myself. I want to own everything and do it myself and be my own business person,
That's
and
what
I'm enjoying it.
We're talking about.
Yeah.
So if my audience wants to get Pillow Talk, that's a nice song. Oh God, I'm gonna have to get a boyfriend. Anyway.
Well, they can get Pillow Talk. It's available on iTunes.
That's
Google
what I was
Play,
gonna say.
Amazon.com, CD Baby. You can stream it on
can just
Spotify,
go-
Apple Music. It is everywhere.
They could just go on their phone,
Yes.
go to iTunes
You
or
can go to iTunes or
Google.
Google Play. Now, my full name, listed. The song is listed under Beth. So, as a solo artist, I am just Beth, no
Beth.
last name. So, and there have been some people that are saying they're looking for it. So, you can just type in Beth and semicolon and type in Pillow Talk, and it'll come right up.
Wow. I think it would be colon, Beth colon. And then
Well, colon, semicolon, or something. I don't know. Because I do like something like that.
it's colon.
Oh, okay.
It's the two dots.
Oh,
The
okay.
semicolon has the dot and
Yeah,
the
that's what I
comma.
was doing, but it was still coming up. So.
Oh well, that's cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
either way,
okay.
just find it and get it. It's 99 cents.
The English teacher in me came out. And
But
said,
no, I did the dot with the little comma. What is that? The
that's
semi-
a semi.
Okay, with-
the dot, the two dots
Is the
it is the colon,
Okay,
and then semicolon.
I was typing in the dot in the little thingy.
That's
but-
because it's cute, and because you can.
And I'm
take-
always trying to be cute, so
I
that
know
was
it works, but it's still regardless.
Yes.
It's Beth and
Yes.
Pillow Talk.
And please go get it. It's just 99 cents. You can find that in your seat cushions. Just go-
Please, you can find it in your car.
Yes.
I mean, I know
Yes.
we have so much.
Bottom of your
change.
purse.
Oh, please! I found
Yeah.
$10, man.
Right,
You
right.
I mean, in your coat pockets. Winter is going. You
Yes.
always check your coat pockets after winter starts
Find
going
that
away.
20 folded up.
Or
in there
that
you forgot
change
you
that
put.
you use for the meters.
Right, yeah.
And that's what I use.
Yeah.
Now, Beth, where do you want to see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, 5 years. In 5 years, I would like to have released several projects. Yeah, I'm already thinking about my second project now. Actually third, because I want to start on the second project as well as do a Christmas project. So that would be,
Oh,
three.
that would be
So I
nice.
want to do that. I also want to do a lot more acting.
Oh, yeah.
Feature film.
She's a great
sitcom.
actress, ladies and gentlemen.
thank you.
The audience felt her.
Well, you helped me
A-
develop
anyway.
that. But
Good.
there's a lot. I just want to do more acting and in
You
5
wanna
years
show
have
your
released- Oh
versatility.
yes, several projects. Absolutely. I want to do more writing, more production. I want to do more behind the scenes work because I actually enjoy the construction of a project and what it takes. Even in my mixing sessions and mastering sessions, I've been using
You've been
Studio A.
learning a lot.
I sit through everything. I don't have to, but I do, and I love it. The mixing, the board. What's that button for? What do you do? I love the whole process.
Wow.
Yeah,
You know, it's good to know how to do it all
absolutely.
because you never know when you have to get out there for somebody.
And I can't rely on anybody else to do this for me. This is something that I wanted to do, and I had to invest in myself to do it, and I'm loving the process. Money that I make generating from singing, I take it and I reinvest it in myself. Whether I need video, pictures, you have to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
So 5 years, I plan to be extremely busy.
And hopefully extremely prosperous
Yes.
through your own
Yes.
self.
Yes.
Through your own making.
Yes.
And that's what makes it so satisfying.
It does.
Don't you agree?
It does. I sleep very well at night. Some nights when I'm not laying up with pencil and paper and thinking and trying to figure stuff out. But when I get a night where I'm just really at peace and calm, it feels really good to know that the goals that I set for myself, I'm able to check them off a list. That feels really good.
Ladies and gentlemen, please get Pillow Talk. Only 99 cents. iTunes, Google.
Google Play, Amazon,
Amazon.
CD Baby, stream it on Spotify. It's all of the digital outlets you can get it.
It's a great song. And we're going to leave with I Just Want to Be Your Girl.
Yes, you're one of the first to hear it, and you guys are one of the first to hear it. So, because it's not
Okay.
out yet, just hold on.
Okay, Beth, thank you so much. And you'll be back. Beth will be back
Thank
later
you.
on during Black Music Month.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Bring
would
her
love
back
it.
on.
Yeah, because the full project will be out by then.
The full
Should be,
project, yes. It will be out.
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you Friday morning.
If I find a way to love you, just want to